I played Shadows of Evil on Black Ops 3 Zombies, but I was not allowed to leave Nero's room. What round did I get? What strategy did I use? How did I kill the Margwas? All of that is going to be answered in this video. Now, before we get into the game, obviously we have to do our gobblegums. My dumbass is blocking the gobblegum screen, of course, so you can't see what gobblegum's running. But basically all I'm running is raindrops, wall power, extra credits, and self-medication. I was allowing myself to use any gobblegum, and I was allowing myself to bring any gobblegum I wanted into that room. If I wanted to bring a power vacuum into the room, I could. I can only bring one gobblegum, and once I get in the room, I cannot leave. So I decided self-medication is probably the best gobblegum, considering it activates when you down. So if I ever downed, I could have just revived myself. So we hop into the game. First thing I obviously want to get is shopping free, just so I can get around as fast as I possibly can. I had to get into Nero's room by round 15. If I stayed anywhere after 15, not in Nero's room, then I was not counting the challenge. So I needed to get into Nero's room by round 15. That is why I'm using extra credits, shopping free, obviously, because I need to get the upgraded sword, the apothecary, all this stuff that requires, you know, a couple of good rounds. It's gonna be pretty hard to get all of these things by round 15. So I had to make sure I had a lot of points and I was fast. So now what I'm doing on round 1 is basically just going to try and get pack-a-punch as soon as I possibly can. Obviously, pack-punching is going to help a lot. We are probably not going to be pack-a-punching 2 guns, but just 1 gun, because Margwas are a thing on this game, and the Margwas are honestly the hardest part about this challenge, considering there's really no way to kill the Margwa in a good way. On the high round, you can obviously just use the Civil Protector, fall from the sky, and shoot it on the ground. But obviously, in Nero's room, there is no Civil Protector in sight to call. There's no way to kill the Margwas. A lot of people actually do not know this because they just use the Civil Protector. The ray gun is really OP for killing the Margwas. So the strategy I was running, of course, an AAT probably on the HVK, considering that's just the best weapon in the game, Apothecary, and then also the Pack-a-Punch ray gun to kill the Margwas. I thought that was the best thing. Once I did all the ritual rooms, we are now going to go ahead and work on the sword. Obviously, we have to do the 3 symbols. That is pretty easy. The sword is going to be very complicated, as we need to, of course, fill 4 soul boxes across the map. And then after that, we have to kill like 8 Margwas, 2 of them on each separate round. So, you know, that's 4 rounds just right there. So this is going to get pretty time lengthy. And if I can't do this by round 15, then the challenge is over. So I have to make sure I do all of this before round 15. And you see here, we finally make it to the rift room. We are going to start doing it. I always get anxious doing these codes because I don't know if I remember it or not. Right there, you see we remember it because we are a beast and everything on. It's still like round 3 or round 4, so I know it's 13 minutes in the game and I'm really slow, but obviously speed does not matter. We're just going to try and end the round, get on round 5. I should be able to fill up 4 soul boxes in 2 rounds. That would be like round 7 or round 8 maybe. And then by that time, I should be able to get the fully sword upgraded by killing Margwas in each round. So I should be good, I think. You see, while I'm filling up these soul boxes, I'm spam hitting the gobblegum machine. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to get extra credits and raindrops as fast as I possibly can. Obviously, more points the better, because, you know, I need a pack-a-punch my gun, and I need to get an AAT. As you guys might know, on Black Ops 3, AATs are very, you know, annoying sometimes. Sometimes you'll just get the same AAT over and over and over again, and you'll never get deadwire. I've spent 30,000 plus points before just trying to get 1 AAT. Probably more. It just gets annoying. That's why you need as much points as you possibly can. Now you'll see here, I finally get the pack-a-punch, and I am just training this zombie and the Margwa at the same time trying to get my AAT. That's dangerous, you might think, but I think it's totally normal. I need deadwire on my HVK. Now, obviously, I need to kill this Margwa before it can merge me. We need to get deadwire on this HVK, and as you see, I am just training over and over again. At one point, I was at 45,000 points, and I've almost used 30,000 points. This is what I'm saying. You need as much points as you possibly can. We finally get deadwire, and from here on out, we can now start upgrading the sword. It is round 7, so I should have more than enough time to get that upgraded sword before round 15. Now let's skip to the last upgrades. We are on Footlight, and we have to kill the Margwas. We're going to place the arc over them. And as you see right here, the death machine makes life so much easier. You just boom. Margwa sometimes instantly dies. I don't know if he died there. He did not. When it's round 10, I guess it's a little bit too late maybe, but like, death machine just makes your life so much easier killing these Margwas. Obviously, there's also pop shocks. Pop shocks like one-shots the Margwa if you melee it. If you didn't know about that, I suggest using pop shocks. I don't really want to waste that as one of the gobblegum shots. And then as you see right there, we finally finished the upgrade process. Now all we need to do is go ahead and get ourselves the Apothecary Servant. So it's round 14, and I get a Parasite round on round 14, and at this point I do not have Xenomatter. I ended up getting the Tentacle and the Heart, of course, but I do not have Xenomatter. Now, I have to get Xenomatter by this round if I want to complete this challenge correctly. I cannot stay out of this room past round 15. So if I don't get Xenomatter, that means no Apothicon Servant. If I do get Xenomatter, as you see right there, that means I get Apothicon Servant. But now I have to make sure I do not leave. I do not end the round while I am outside of the room. If I do, the challenge is over because I cannot stay out past round 15. And if you are wondering why I'm doing this challenge, it is because I am participating in a charity event. I'll make sure to leave all the details about that charity event in the description below. It is ran by Jskrine and ImMarmalade. They're two pretty cool guys, and I suggest checking out the charity because they are raising money for a great cause. Now, I finally got fully set up. I have a Apothicon Servant, upgraded Arnie's. I got my self-medication just in case I die. And for right now, I am just shooting zombies over and over again. I'm just trying to play as fast as I possibly can. There's really no strategy to do on round 16, of course. Now, if I run out of ammo, there's really nothing I can do. That's why I'm just kind of making sure I use my ammo correctly. What I did do as kind of like a strategy, on each round, I would shoot an Apothicon shot to try and get 2 drops out of my cycle. Because if you didn't know, on Shadows of Evil, you only get 2 drops per round, compared to the 4 you would get on every other COD Zombies map. The only way I can really get max ammos and drops on Shadows of Evil is with the Apothicon or the sword. I can't even refill the sword with my HVK. Now, if I kill zombies with my HVK, that's different. But if I use Deadwire, that does not refill my sword on Shadows of Evil. So if I want to refill my sword, I have to use the Apothicon. Obviously, the Apothicon ammo can run out really fast. That's why I need to be very careful. So here we are at the beginning of round 33. What I like to do at the beginning of every round is shoot an Apothicon shot because I want to get those 2 drops out of my cycle as quickly as I possibly can. Obviously, getting that insta-kill death machine will make my round super fast. So I'm going to go ahead and let my sword do the damage. And as you see there, sometimes the sword just gives me a max ammo as soon as the round starts. Now, this is actually a pretty fast strat where I'm standing right now. This is actually only a 3 window. So standing right here where I am, zombies are only going to spawn from 3 different windows. So it's pretty OP actually. You just kind of stand right there. Once I grab max ammo, I'll go ahead and grab a nuke as well, make life a little bit easier. And then from here on out, I already got my 2 drops this round, so I'm just going to go ahead and train the rest of the round with an HVK. Now, I have my sword. I'll go ahead with my sword on the map, make my life so much easier. And with the sword on the map, the round should easily end. And just like that, the round ends. Now, on round 34, this round we have a Margwa. So right now, I'm going to show you guys how I deal with Margwas, because obviously, the Margwa in this room is going to get pretty hectic, and it's going to be very weird. Now, obviously, the Margwa has multiple places to spawn. I thought it was going to spawn outside, but it decided today that it's going to spawn inside. So what I do is I go ahead and shoot that Apothicon shot, and I just spam one of my heads. Now it's round 34, and you saw that Raygun took that freaking head out pretty fast. So that's why I love the Raygun. Raygun is going to be very good taking this stuff out. Obviously, I have to make sure I am training with my Apothicon out. Go ahead, do another Apothicon shot, shoot the Raygun some more. If I feel I am in danger, I'm gonna go ahead and back out. You see here, you just kind of really just need to train. That's really the whole thing. As long as you are faster than the Margwa will not kill you. Let me try my hardest, get a full horde. At this point, I want to keep my Widows on me. Usually, I was throwing my Widows out when I'm training because training with Widow's Wine is so annoying in the strategy. But when I have a Margwa on the map, I definitely want to keep Widow's Wine on me. Just keep running in circles and circles until I have another chance to shoot the Margwa. I'm obviously not killing any zombies. Once I have a chance, I shoot the last head. Now, a crucial thing about this strategy, of course, is do not kill any zombies. Try your hardest to keep as many zombies on the map and just focus on the Margwa. Focusing on the Margwa is going to make your life so much freaking easier. It's going to make this challenge easier. This challenge is going to be the easiest one. Now, that is basically what I did for this whole entire game. And you'll notice, whenever I had an insta-kill or death machine, I go right back to this respawn. Now, it's not just because I want to play fast, but playing fast also makes it so you kill as much zombies as possible. And obviously, killing as much zombies as possible means I'm going to have to use less Apothicon ammo, which means less max ammos in the future. Playing fast is obviously just going to be good in every single angle possible. Now, I know I skipped a little bit to round 64, but I'm going to show you guys how strict I actually was in this challenge. I was not leaving this room. You see right there, I could have easily just left the room and survived. But I am red screen right now, and I am fighting for my freaking life, trying not to die. I am trying my hardest. And now I ran out of the you see I ran out of the HVK ammo, which means I have no more insta-kills. And at this point, I'm like, shit. So now I just have to sword my way out of there, and obviously I get back to the spot. But now I have no more HVK ammo, and when I'm this late into the game, I need to train. So what I have to do is, of course, is just train the rest of the round with the Apothicon and the sword, and just hope that ends the round. Now, lucky enough, once I put this sword on the map, the round was basically over. There's no more zombies on the map, so that was great. I also have possible parasites this round, which I am praying for, considering I literally have no more ammo. And another thing you'll notice is I did end up taking a down. Now, taking a down is, of course, okay, considering I have self-medication self-medication. And as you see there, we do end up getting parasites. That is a free round 65, and we get a max ammo. So you see here, we're training on round 66. We obviously have our HVK. The big annoying thing about this challenge is obviously the meatballs and the parasites. Now, the HVK does nothing, and as you see there, that parasite spawned on the worst time, but of course I have self-medication. And I thought, you know, self-medication will be good because I have a ray gun, and a ray gun should kill. And I didn't realize that if you do not kill a zombie fast enough, then you actually just get revived. And you might have not noticed there, but I actually lost my Apothecon as my mule kick weapon. So I decided to take the smart route and just end my game. The round I ended up with, of course, is round 66. I thought that was a pretty good round. It's my first try ever doing it. Didn't strat test anything, did not do anything. Now, this is for the Captain's Qualifier of the ZFT charity. So if you guys want to try and beat me, you guys can. I got round 66. Challenge you guys to go beat me. If you do beat me, let me know, and I'll try and beat you too. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and I love you guys.